All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this particular equation or this section is going to be dealing with what we call horizontal shifting. And horizontal shifting is if we are +1, we go to the left, and if we're -1, we go to the right. So a positive goes to the left and a negative goes to the right. Okay, so now period and amplitude in this case is still going to be the same. So the period is 360 degrees and the amplitude is the number in front of sine, which is 1. Now, my shifting, so my normal values, and it's easier for me if I like do it normal and then the new values. So normally it's 0 and 90 and 180 and 270 and 360. Then when I want to move to the left by 60 degrees, I just subtract. So that's -60, -30, negative, no, just kidding, not negative. Yeah, -30. And then 100 and it's not -30. I paused for a second because I totally did arithmetic wrong. So -60, 90 minus 60 is a +30, and then 120, that makes me feel better. And then 270 minus 60 is 210, and then 360 minus 60 is 300. I was like, this, I don't know why this is so difficult right now. Okay. So -60, and I'm starting with sine, so it has to start on the x-axis. And then I'm going up to 1 and -1, and then here's 30, and then here's 120, and then 210 and 300. So I'm going from 0, oh my goodness. So my graph should look something like this. So it's easier if I go through and I subtract off 60 degrees from everything that I normally have. So then that way I don't get confused, even though I just got confused. Okay. Now, the other thing, too, is that you have to make sure that the number in front of x is 1 before you do any movement to the right or to the left, okay? So the period is a number that's in front of my parentheses, which is 1. So this is 360. My amplitude is 2. It's inverted. I'm looking at cosine, and I'm moving to the right by 180 degrees. So normally, in the new ones, so 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So add 180, so 180, 270, 360, 400, and 50, and then 540. To -2, 180, 270, 360, 450, and 540. I'm inverted, so I start down, then go up, up, back down, and back down. So it looks something like this. All right, and now with 3 more examples here. Just looking ahead to see where we're going, making sure we have all the examples we need. Okay, so now it's going to get a little crazy. Okay. So first, let's do the amplitude. Amplitude is 3/2. It's inverted because the 3/2 is negative. Then the number in front of x is 2. So period is equal to 360 divided by 2, which is 180. right? So now my normal values go from 0 to 180. So 90 is in the middle, then it's 45, then it's 135 for a normal period of 180 degrees. Now what I want to do is I want to move to the left by 90 degrees. So my new values will be negative 90, negative 45, 0, 45, and negative 90. So I'm doing sine. So I have negative 90, negative 45, 45, and 90. 3 halves, negative 3 halves. I'm starting at 0 on my sine. I go down, then back up, then back down because I am inverted. So instead of going from a hill to a valley, it goes from a valley to a hill. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The number in front of x has to be 1. So if it's not, I have to factor out a 1/2. So y is equal to 3 cosine 1/2. And then this is x minus 180 degrees. Because remember, if I distribute back to both, I better get 90. Okay? So now my amplitude is 3. My period is 360 divided by 1/2, which is 720. So normally, I would go from 0 to 720 degrees. So in the middle would be 360, then 180, and then 540. Now, I need to move to the right by 90 degrees. So that's 90 to 70, 450, 630, and 810. And I have 3 and negative 3, so I'm starting at 90 to 70, 450, 630, and 810. So up, down to 0, back down to negative 3, and back up. And so that's what my graph looks like. Okay, so period, amplitude, phase shifting. Oh, I have 2 more. Exciting. Okay. So here to here. So then my amplitude is 1, and then my period is 135 degrees. And then here, I can start on 0, so 90. So period is 90 degrees, and my amplitude is 2. And that is it for this lesson.